So, the good news is, we were able to escape Bird Island after we heard something a little bit creepy in the forest. The bad news is, we lost Snowanna. Do you think she's still at Bird Island? No, we used Sonic's ring, but however, something was wrong. Snowanna had her own bag of rings, like rings, like I had my own. I was able to get home, but Snowanna accidentally took the wrong way. And now she's probably lost out there. And she's thought to be lost somewhere in the woods. The sun sets at 5:24, and we have to find her though. One thing we know for sure: Snowanna doesn't like the dark. Really, Mike? She doesn't like the dark? That's really interesting. Would you tell us about this though? Sure, I can tell you, boys. It all happened in 2023. Adorable, Minty, Crumbly, and Snowanna got nyctophobia at that time when the lights came out in the house, and they went down to the basement to find the generator, and they were hearing the moaning and scratching. It was scary, you know, and the floors were creaking as well. Oh, I get that. Nobody likes that. It's pretty scary when people hate the dark with the creaks and the who's that and the get away. Yep. And when they saw a really scary, shadowy figure, they thought it was a ghost and they screamed. And it traumatized them. They were afraid of the dark ever since. So are you saying that the Winter Gang have nyctophobia and Snowanna has a stronger hatred for the dark? Yes, that is true, Humphrey. That is true. Snowanna has a nightlight in her room so that she doesn't get scared. You guys probably know Snowanna. She's our friend. Oh, yes, we do. One of the adoptive nieces of Sonic the Hedgehog. And the icy Brainiac, and the girlfriend of SpongeBob, everything. Yes, that is true. That is very true. Old Jack and Humphrey are very good at knowing that stuff. Snowanna Rainbow is usually so smart, though. Her ice expert type has got renamed to the Icy Brainiac. She's very good at knowing about stuff, though. But now she's got nyctophobia. She's always stressed out in the dark. It scares her deeply. You know, Swizzle, we had no idea that the Winter Gang were scared of the dark. It's kind of really shocking there, mate. Humphrey is right. But what about the SR Trio? What do they have? They got the phobia of heights. Oh, the heights. Right. And Ratsis has a possible fear of tight spaces. Claustrophobia. Oh wow, there are all kinds of phobias out there. Some of them are really silly. You know that? Yeah, some of them have silly names, and the one of long words, Chloe had no idea that it was actually a real phobia. I can't even pronounce it at all. I can't do it either. Neither can I, mate. That's what we know so far. And Snowanna did have a discussion about that though. And you know what else we noticed? She, Minty, Crumbleina, and Adorable, and Brick MacArthur all have the same interests, you know? They all have the same phobia of the dark. So Snowanna doesn't blame Brick, you know? That's true. And one question, where are the SR Trio? They're spending the weekend with Brick. Uncle Sonic has sent them to spend the weekend with Brick so that he can learn to get along with them. And it's actually starting to work well, actually. Wonder how that's going to go when they get home. I think this would totally help Brick. Totally. So you know what we need to do, guys? We better go do some research of where Snowanna could be at, and once we track her, we'll be able to pinpoint her location and come get her. One thing we know for sure, she does not like the dark. That poor girl is always scared of the dark out there. Well, people don't have to be afraid. It's okay to be scared of the dark. Chloe's not really a fan of the dark either. Yeah, she's always scared. And one time at nighttime when her swing was up, she saw a helicopter. And I think it was like one of those training helicopters. And it scared her that she ran inside. She's always scared that something's gonna come out at night. Like, people have images of something scary from a game or a movie coming out and charging right at them. That's what Chloe has. She has that phobia all the time. Well, she doesn't have nyctophobia, but she has arachnophobia. You know, arachnophobia of spiders. And a phobia of growing up. Wow, I did not know Chloe has 2 phobias. I mean, it's why we had to talk about it, though, but yeah. Right. But there's one problem. Fang from Total Drama might be out in the woods, too. And Sconna's gang might be out there, too, or maybe Squidbot. You're right. So we better pinpoint Snowanna's location soon. So we better save her, or so we gotta save her, or before anybody sees her. Right. Come on, guys. To Gloyd's lab. We gotta find Snowanna and save her. On it, buddy. Wait for me, mates. I overheard everything Swizzle said. I had no idea that Snowanna was scared of the dark, too. But here's a bit of a thing. She does have the same phobia of break, so they have something in common. And just like how the TV characters would hate to see them in danger, that's pretty much me and the others. I better go ask Swizzle for some more information. I'm gonna go ask him. It's really interesting. It's really common though, but I understand that Snowanna hates the dark.